This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so and make sure you hit that hype button. All right, so we got four bats. Where is he? It was 2 years ago, basically, that he dropped that song with Drake. And now he's on Boo Vision, which is Akon's brother's label. He's successful in the music business. He has Trim right now, but everybody else that seems to sign to Boo disappears after a while. They just, you don't really hear about him anymore. He's not really getting that many streams anymore. This was his big song. Four Bats. That's the guy with the gold teeth with the shiesty mask on. 4 a.m. All right, so then we got Big Meech's brother T reveals the most expensive watch he's ever owned. Really? Who cares? I get they're trying to show that they had influence in the game, in the rap game. Yeah, I was the first person with the Audemars, and then everybody else started, rocking it then. Okay. But really, bro, you guys were drug dealers, and you guys had to do 20 years, okay? We were all inspired by drug dealers at one point, but at one point you realize, damn, most drug dealers get caught and they go to jail. Like that, you never really see too many drug dealers flip their money and totally evade arrest. If they try to flip their money, it all gets seized, just like it did with Big Meech and T. They lost 20 years of their lives. They can brag about all the cars and everything they had, but it's like robbing a bank and then flashing with the money. It's not hard to sell. Drugs sell themselves, They were good logistically, but they didn't ever try to get out of the game. They were in the game for doing it for 20 years, they say, in and out of jail. They never tried to exit the drug game. They thought that was a real career. Now, Big Meech was very into music, so he was open to starting a label, but that wasn't an exit. They had some legitimate businesses, but then they went and watched the guy that was watching those businesses and watching the books. He ended up selling drugs too and got arrested and then gave him up. It's crazy. He got arrested because the guys tried to steal the stash in his house, and he ended up killing him. Rapper No Savage is wanted by the police after he stole a pack of cigarettes, candy, and condoms and noodles and told the cashier everything was free today. Well, he's in jail now. He even threatened the person with harm. Sada Baby sentenced to probation. All right, so he evaded 4 years in jail. Got 6 months probation, 3 days in jail, which he already served. He's lucky. This is for violating his probation from some drug charges stemming from a 2025 traffic stop. Whack 100 goes off on AzChike. This guy did a song with Kendrick Lamar on GNX. Peekaboo. I hate that song. But anyways, he did that collab. And now he took down a song off Documentary 3, which Game just released, which is actually pretty good. Check it out. Snoop Dogg's on there, Lil Wayne, Drake. Who else is on here? Drake, You're the Ruler, Larry June, Cool and Dre, Black Thought, Kanye West. It's a good album. It's a little better than Rick Ross's album, I gotta say. It's better than Rick Ross's album. Anyways, we'll see what this album does the first week. It's really independent, this one. It's not like Rick Ross was on Gamma, which, coincidentally, that's what Four Bats' first album was on. I think Drake has something to do with it, with Larry Jackson. But anyways, the Game's album is out. AzChike removed the song, almost like some fake loyalty to Kendrick Lamar, but Kendrick Lamar is supposedly supposed to be in the studio with the Game. Later this week or something. That's what Whack 100 says. That could be a lie. Anyways, the judge became furious with Lil Durk fans. handing out free Durk flyers, warning that they could be prosecuted and held in contempt. Now, a juror was removed today for racist remarks, saying that Lil Durk and the others look guilty. So they will do opening statements on Monday. Black Youngsta promotes his first show on October Halloween. Black Youngsta has been laying low ever since a little after the death of his brother, in retaliation for the death of Young Dolph. All right. Black Youngsta is not on CMG anymore, really. He's affiliated a little bit, but doesn't come around. He's totally alienated. It's over, bro. Black Youngsta evaded jail somehow because he was involved in one of the shootings at CIAA, where they shot the car up 100 times that Dolph was in. You know, it's like, and he kind of sparked this off. Some people say Dolph started it off, but I think Black Youngsta really pushed it to another level. Really, Yo Gotti was salty that Dolph didn't sign. But, hey, it is what it is. Diddy had absolutely nothing to do with Tupac's murder, despite trial testimony, sources say. TMZ put this out. Who knows? We'll never know. You know, like they say definitive things like that. We don't know what happened behind the scenes. There's no proof of it, but, you know, you're not going to find a canceled check, you know? Here's the money he paid for it, you know? But, you know, it's possible. Who knows? BigXthaPlug arrested today in Texas. Several charges included DWI, possession of marijuana, and possession of a firearm. This seems like a reoccurring thing for him. He gets arrested for this every couple months. He'll probably get out. Trap Lord was still, if you want to get updates on it, he's the best person to get updates from for the Durk trial. The game presses AB for letting Sauce Walka talk to Ray J crazy. And, you know, look, Game's doing a good rollout. He's getting on people's streams and stuff. He's doing a good thing. Oh, yeah, PartyNextDoor's on his album, too. And Big Face and him reconnected. That's his brother, right? So, like, they've been having beef. They get together once in a while, but it seems like they came back together for this one. Keffe D accuses prosecutors of putting family in danger by leaking his address. He says he keeps getting vandalized and threats on his family. Now, Keffe D's only hope in this is to probably take the stand, admit he's a liar, and he just was telling these stories to make some money. And that's why he wrote the book, to make some money, to lie about a situation. There's not actually any. That's what he should say. He should just say he's a big liar. He'd admit he was a liar and he was desperate to make money. He won't do that, though, but that's what he should do. Joe Rogan says hip-hop fell off because USAID got defunded. That's an interesting theory. Some people talk about that. Look it up on YouTube. There are a lot of people talk about that it was really an organization that was funding hip-hop to push it. It did all happen at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, you know? Whack 100 claims Kendrick Lamar will hit the studio with a game soon. We'll see. Okay, so Dame Dash is delusional. He thinks that Cheap Teef is on the top 20 chart. They took a picture, inserted it in. If you look at the songs that are charting with it, Little John and the East Side Boys, Cyber Outlaw, Cash Doll, Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise. I don't know what list this is. This is not the current list of anything. So he actually goes out and says that, hey.
Today we're celebrating that Cheap Teef is like number 20 on an iTunes chart. And I want to say thank you for all your support. But you always got to celebrate the victories. Also want to celebrate a full season of OG stories and the great ratings that came with that. So there's a hit record and a hit TV show out at one time, all independent. And what I'm going to do now is with Independent Breeze. Now I'm going to celebrate by playing with my son in the pool. Oh my God. Yes, buddy. Look, I'm getting in the water. You know I got a hit record. Your mom getting your goggles?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's very sad that Dame Dash is at this level in life where he's so delusional. He just AIs things and runs with it. It has 8,000 streams on It has 8,000 streams on Spotify. Bro, that's like no copies, bro. Sorry. Dame Dash, this is not Dame Dash. I refuse to believe this is Dame Dash. I'm sorry. Mo3's baby mama calls out bloggers for trying to implicate her in his murder. I've never heard of this. Never seen a blogger do this. I think she's just making things up, to be honest with you. She says, nobody know what I deal with behind Mo3 being Mo3 baby mom and his demise. They're weird. Can't believe some of you Tubians, off-brand bloggers, paid an ex-friend to do an interview about me. Whatever. Sounds made up to me. So she's like, nobody's paying attention to me. I'm Mo3's baby mom. Well, you get a little bit of attention today. NBA YoungBoy goes off on Tasha K for speaking on his relationship with his wife. He says she's smoking on horse. COCK, my wife will never leave me. Well, if you speak about your family and everything publicly, it kind of leaves it open season to talk about, you know? So if I were him, I would just stop talking about my personal life. But hey, to each his own, right? Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.